Whoa! It looks like we're good in terms of...
Look at our lighting. That's horrible.
Is it?
Yes.
Should we turn the light off?
I think so. Oh, that's me.
Turn the light off. see if that helps. Is that better?
Whoa! There I am. I think so.
That's
I don't know.
better.
It's just not. You look good. I look like I'm kind of ghostly. Like I'm washed out. Like I'm half in. Like I'm trying to stay away from
Maybe
the
that's
light.
just how you look.
Maybe. Oh, like kind of. What would I be? I don't even know what filter.
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Powder.
The powder filter. Here, let me see something really quick.
I wish I could do miracles. I'm working on a very good skit about the Invisible Man character that, Oh, I've been watching The Boys too.
Oh, you have been watching The Boys, have you? Oh, that's so much better.
I invented that. Oh, it is much better. I invented that character. The Invisible Man.
Which one, Homelander?
No.
Just kidding.
The Invisible Man who just doesn't want to do his job, but he has to. So anyway, what happened is, I got something. I got ChatGPT. Do you know what this is?
I do know what ChatGPT is. I actually kind of like it. It helps me out sometimes when I'm doing like presentations and stuff. Mm-hmm. When like I just can't get my together. Mm-hmm. Like I will be like, okay, ChatGPT, what are the 5 main points of conflict resolution? And it'll let me know.
Well, I did something a little different, and I want to run something past you.
Okay, give me 1 second because I am going to check the audio, but I can listen while you're talking. I can multitask.
I'm going to need you to do something, though, before I get into anything. I'm going to need you to tell a story, and I need you to tell the story of your virtual reality experience. It sounds good. We sound good.
We do sound good.
And you've told it before, and I get that, and so you can whip through it if you need to, but it's very important.
So, my first experience with VR was very interesting. That's just to, put it very lightly. So I was hanging out with my, now ex-boyfriend. He was my boyfriend at the time. With his whole family, right? We're all in the living room, right? Just, talking it up, chatting. I'm trying to make a good impression. This is the first time I've ever met any of these people. I'm trying to put on my best networking, like A1 girlfriend show, right?
What year is this?
Somewhere between like 2017 and 2018.
All right, so you're 24, 23.
Something along those lines, yeah.
You were very virtual reality experience at this time?
No. This was literally my first experience ever with VR, right? So I was like, okay, well, I don't even know what and then so the dad, right? This was not just his my boyfriend's family, but it was my boyfriend's brother's girlfriend's family, right? So it was everybody at this point. You don't need to do a family tree. Just keep in mind there was a lot of people in this living room, right? And the dad brings out the virtual reality because he does VR for Kroger, for setting up their shelves and stuff. He's the reason why every other week Kroger's is disorganized because everything's in a different place. That's his fault. No kidding. But so he brought it out to show us what VR was like, and he had the whole setup, right? It captures your movements from the corner of the living room and stuff, and everybody was doing it, and they thought it was really freaking cool, and you can kind of see on the TV screen what's going on and all that stuff. It was really awesome, right? Everyone else was doing different kinds of things or whatever. So they put the VR on my boyfriend at the time's head. He picked out what VR I was going to do. I had no idea what was about to happen. So I put he's like, okay, here, put this on your head. And I put it on. And when I put it on, I'm underwater. And I'm on this abandoned ship, right? And I'm like, oh, this is really cool. This is really neat. And I'm like, oh, look at all the fishies, right? I see Dory. I see, Nemo. I see the whole 9 yards. So I'm looking around, and there's bubbles everywhere. And I'm like, this is really cool. I feel like I'm really underwater. And I turn my head over this way. And then I am face to face with a giant blue whale. Which, to preface the story, I am deeply, deathly afraid of whales. Because I don't know if anybody's ever seen the picture of where that kayaker is on, in the ocean, and underneath is the giant outline of the whale. Ever since I saw that picture, I've been deathly afraid of whales. And so I look over, I see this giant whale. My eyes get huge, though no one can see this because I have a VR headset on my fucking head. And then I literally... And so entranced in the VR, I think that this is my life now. I literally go into a fucking flight so quickly that I'm like, holy shit, I'm underwater, I'm drowning, this whale is about to attack me. So I literally whipped my head around to run away from this whale. You'd think that I would try swimming or anything like that, but no, my instinct is to sprint away from this whale that is next to me. And as I sprint away from this whale, remember now, we're in a living room. We're not in the bottom of the ocean. We're in a living room, right? So I literally run straight first. And I parkour off the fucking living room wall and fall on my ass on the ground. I'm surprised I did not break the fucking VR headset, to be honest. Because then when I hit the ground, I heard laughter and I finally had the wherewithal to be like, oh, I have something on my head. Let me take this off. And so I took it off and everybody around me is just peeing laughing. They are laughing so hard because I literally ran full force into a wall and bounced off like I was doing parkour.
Thank you for telling that.
You're welcome.
Now, I hadn't thought of this before, but I mean, for real, what happens in our brain when you think, okay, I'm going to be eaten by a whale, meaning I'm underwater, I got to get away, and your body goes, I better run.
I know, right?
What the fuck? It's like I'm a cartoon character. Does that even make sense?
It doesn't.
Anyway.
It was like my body knew what the deal was, but my brain did not. My body was like, bitch, I'm getting you out of here.
Yeah, we got to talk about this. Appreciate your input, but no. Swim. All right. So, what
if I would have tried to swim? Can you imagine what that would have looked like? Don't choke, please.
Oh my god.
If I would have had that on and I would have been like... Like, imagine me going to jump off the ship. Just, like, flat onto the carpet.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh my gosh. But I made a great first impression, I will say that.
I mean, I gotta get away from a whale. I better run. Here's the deal. I asked ChatGPT to tell the story of you and the virtual whale in a couple different manners.
Okay.
So, here's the, I got several here.
Do you want me to read them like I'm telling it?
Yeah. You want to?
Sure.
All right. I'm trying to decide how to tell you which ones. Like is which. See, here's your choices. I got a Del Water Gap version.
No fucking way.
I got a Chili Peppers version. I got a Mac Miller version.
Oh shit! I could probably be able to tell which one.
All right.
Just give it to me and I'll be able to tell you which one it is.
All right.
Or do you want to say it and then I'll guess?
All right.
Yeah, you just say it and I'll guess.
And I got a Dr. Seuss one.
Okay. Pick one at random and all.
Right, here we go. All right. Amanda stepped into a world unknown. VR goggles on, now she's all alone. Digital sea, feeling so surreal. Heartbeats quicken, she begins to feel. Pre-chorus. A shadow looms, a giant in the deep, a whale so massive it makes her weep. Eyes wide open, trying to stay cool, but inside she's thinking, man, I'm such a fool. Of course, Amanda freaked out. Hit the wall, no doubt. Virtual whale had her flipping out. Head first crash, fear in her veins. Amanda and the whale forever ingrained. Verse 2. Ocean bobs, but dry as a bone. Reality slipping in this zone alone. The whale's eyes staring deep into her soul. In the VR world, she's losing control.
Is this Red Hot Chili Peppers?
This is Mac.
Oh, was that one Mac Miller?
This is Mac.
That doesn't even sound like rap at all.
Yeah. Hang on.
Maybe it's the way you were saying it.
It's the way I'm saying it. Read your chorus in your bridge. I'll have it. American men freaked up. Read out loud.
Oh, Amanda. Should I rap it? Is it the Mac
Right.
Miller version? Okay.
That's Mac Miller.
This does not sound like Mac Miller.
All right, let's go to Kendrick.
Kendrick?
Oh, I told you I got Kendrick.
There's a Kendrick one?
Yeah, there is.
Oh yeah, give me that one. I'll rap that one.
All right.
I could probably write one better than that.
Oh, you could, but not in 2 seconds.
I could probably at least in 2 minutes.
All right.
Is this Kendrick?
Here you go. Sure, that's ChatGPT saying sure.
Here's a song inspired by Amanda's experience in the style of Kendrick Lamar. She stepped in the room, heart racing, can't deny. Meeting his fam for the first time, gotta try. They got the VR set, she thought it'd be cool. Underwater scene like a calm blue pool. But then she turned around, saw the giant beast. A whale swimming closer. She felt her fear released. Heart pounding louder, breath getting thin. In that virtual ocean, she couldn't swim. Amanda ran, head first into fate. Parker off the wall, trying to escape. In the house of love, she faced her biggest fear. Terrified of whales, but her heart was clear. Reality blurred. She forgot where she was. The whale's mighty presence like an iron buzz. She took off running, forgot her place. Head hit the wall. Parkour with grace.
There you go. There's your title.
That's the title of my autobiography. Parkour with grace. Oh. Family looked stunned. What's going on? Amanda's in a world where her mind's gone. She stood up, shook it off with a nervous laugh. Her boyfriend's family couldn't help but gasp. Amanda ran. That's the best chorus ever. Amanda ran head first into fate. Parkour off the wall, trying to escape. In the house of love, she faced her biggest fear. Terrified of whales, but her heart was clear. Oh no, here's the bridge.
Oh my gosh.
Now she tells the tale and makes a pride and fright on the virtual whale on that memorable night. She stands tall, a survivor of her dream in the real world now with her self-esteem. Amanda's story, like a Kendrick track, facing fears head on, never looking back. From the depths of the sea to the walls of the house, Amanda's brave heart like a lion snout.
Lion shout. It's a lion shout.
It is like a lion shout, sorry. Misread that.
There you go. Pretty badass, huh?
That is awesome. Wait, I want to see the other versions.
I'm not sure. I think Kendrick was first. And then you got Chili Peppers. You know Chili Peppers?
Yeah, do the Chili Peppers one. Is this a show that you're excited to show me?
Yep.
That's so funny. I'm literally
Well,
crying.
here's why. Because
that's so cool.
We talked about this a while ago, a long time ago, about an app that was being developed that you're part of, that was connecting peers, people with lived experience of mental health.
Which is going to come out in July.
And I
then in July
made the comment that once generative AI can be used to mine data for mental health purposes, it'll make my life a whole lot better. And what I meant by that was, if I keep good notes in my phone about how I'm feeling, and my phone asks me now how I'm feeling several times a day, and I ignore it. But if I keep notes and I say things like, just a little diary every day, you know, and then I'm feeling a certain way, I can say, hey, when's the last time I was feeling this way? And what did I do? And it can mine all that data really quickly, right?
You know who's doing that right now?
Who?
BetterHelp.
Hang on. Good for them.
No, it's actually terrible.
But hang on. But if you can take all that data from everybody, if we all kind of kept, you know, track of how we're doing and what we did to get out of it or, you know, get into it, and use that aggregated data, I think that's pretty good stuff.
Yeah. So like the average person, in order to get themselves out of a panic attack, did this, right? But I think just
no,
like
what I did.
No, I know, but like you're saying, when you aggregate that data,
yeah, when you aggregate,
and then people can be like, "What do I do to get out of a panic attack?" Well, the average amount of people do this.
Hey, look, you know what? I'm terrified of taking medicine. I have this fear of water and the dark. What do I do to get out of a panic attack? And you got 3 parameters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I'm female. I'm alone.
I mean, I'm sure you could probably do that with ChatGPT now. I'd be curious what it would say.
Me too. But I think that there's a whole lot of value in aggregating lots of data from people and doing it in a way that's positive for mental health.
Yeah, but AI is like so terribly bad for the environment.
I don't care.
What do you mean you don't care?
What am I going to do?
Our world is burning and you don't care?
Wait a minute. Somebody should go back like 30 years to Australia and write a song about that.
The world is burning till the work is turning.
That's Billy Joel, and I'm still mad at him.
Is that the song you were talking about?
No,
or
I'm talking about Beds Are Burning.
Oh.
By Midnight Oil?
We were on a very different page
Anybody?
there.
Do you remember this song?
No.
You weren't born when this song came out.
Nope.
Okay. Now, there was a group called Midnight Oil, and they had a song called Beds Are Burning, and they were Australian, and it was about some kind of destruction of some kind of resource in a country I've never been to. Cool. Yeah, no, I mean, I care existentially, but I'm going to use the resources that people are using. I'm not going to like not use ChatGPT to, you know.
Right, but that's like the least of the AI that's like causing, you know.
Oh, and this is just a little foray into into AI because it's so locked down, limited.
Yeah.
You know, you're really limited to what you do. But once I figure out how to circumvent that and use code words for real words and teach it that immoral and illegal are just buzzwords, then really good things can happen.
Cool.
And we're going to take that last 30 seconds out.
We'll be right back.
Yep. So, how was your week? You've been very busy.
Oh, I took the day off yesterday. Well, I didn't take the day off. I worked from home yesterday, which I needed desperately because I've been running myself.
I'm just going to say my mouth.
I've been running myself into a wall, much like the parkour story. I didn't.
Ran.
I did not. Parkoured with grace.
Hashtag parkour with grace.
I did not realize that's going to be the title. I did not realize how much I benefited from those work from home days that I had previously. That now that I don't have them, I realize how much of just like a generalized, dysregulated state I am constantly living in when I'm at work.
GDS. Generalized Dysregulated State. I like it. That's a good album name.
Yeah.
You know what you did? You had a huge change because you were off at least 2 full days a week, and now you're in the office not only 5 days but 5 full days.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know how people do that kind of stuff. That's a big change.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's actually, honestly, I will say I hate it, but I will also say that.
Thanks for reading on this today. Have a good weekend.
No, I do like getting in here early and then leaving later for the sole fact that I have time to decompress prior in my office, and then like I have the whole day, and then I have time because we close at 3:45. I have time after that time to kind of decompress before I even go home.
Yeah.
So now I don't need to go home and decompress. I'm already decompressed before I go home.
Do you do that actively?
Yeah.
That's really cool then. Good for you for using that time.
Yeah, as soon as it hits lately I've been working until like 3:34, but like as soon as it hits like 4 and I don't have any more work to do, or I like kind of stop myself and I'm like, okay, I'm using this next 45 minutes to an hour to really just watch YouTube and to chill out.
That's
and
really
to just,
Good for you.
hang out in my office and have a little fun.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So let me catch you up on my counseling. My journey to sanity. So I had counseling yesterday, and it became apparent that one of the things that I might want to have in my life is a friend. And so we talked about the fact that that's hard for me sometimes because I am a man, but I am not a guy. Have we had this conversation?
No.
It's like you could be a hot tub, but not be a jacuzzi, right? Because a jacuzzi is a brand of hot tub. I have an X and a Y chromosome in each of my cells. I'm a man, but I'm not a guy.
Have you ever done a genome test? Because that might not be true, actually.
It may not be, actually. What I wish I had was some kind of regenerative cell. I can't even say regenerative. Maybe that's the deal, if you can say it.
I can say that, but I can't say architectural.
You just did.
No, I did not say that properly.
Interessante.
We all have our things, Bill. It's fine. But anyways, you're a man, but you're not a guy. What does that mean?
Yeah, it means like if I got married, we'd have to have a husband too to do the man stuff, like the guy stuff.
That is you putting yourself into a societally implemented box.
Absolutely, 100%. But it's one that people understand. It means that I'm not the guy you call when someone clogs up your toilet or your sink. I'm probably the guy that did it.
I'm the guy that you call.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Same thing but reverse, right? I'm very masculine.
Exactly. So the guy that's Nate Bargatze says it like this. In my family, the guy that mows our yard is my wife. And so I don't even know why this came up.
You were talking about friends.
Oh, yeah. And so guy friends are interesting because I like to talk a lot. And so I have better relationships with women because of
they also like to talk a lot. Yeah.
Exactly. Now it's becoming football season.
Oh.
It's getting later in the year.
Oh my God.
The days are getting shorter. Bring your children in. So it's going to be football season, and then I got to go hang out with my guy friends, and that's cool. But I need people to talk to. This isn't all going to go back to Ashley, but it is. Because I miss, having that person to talk to. And so we were talking about how I would go about finding a friend. And I talked about you, and I said, and you've heard this before, I'm very proud of the relationship you and I have, because it's never going to be, and it hasn't always been even good sometimes, but it's always been honest.
Yes.
And it's always been formative, and it's always been important. Like
Yes.
it got energy, and I like that quite a bit.
And I think too that is curated and developed because we both have a certain sense of trust within each other.
Oh yeah.
That like we can have those honest conversations and
Yeah.
we can be very real with each other, even if we maybe hurt each other's feelings. That's fine because we still have that trust there. That we know that that's not the intent.
Exactly. Like I don't know. Let's say it was raining one day and I was walking to the bus stop and you were in your car and you were driving home. And it was like in the afternoon. And you saw me, but you didn't want me to know that you saw me. And I saw you, and I was like, I'm going to let that one go because it's okay. She didn't want to talk to me right now, and I get that.
That didn't actually happen.
Really?
Really, yeah.
Okay.
Did it happen?
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it was the other way around.
Oh, maybe, because if I would have saw you walking in the rain, I would have pulled over and picked you up and took you home.
Thank you, Joan. What's his name? Lemonade Jones? Julius Jones?
What?
The Rain. Hey, Siri, who sang the song The Rain?
The Rain is a 1986 crossover hit single originally performed by R&B singer Orange Juice Jones.
Orange Juice Jones. Lemonade Jones.
Juice. This is from Wikipedia.
I love how your brain works.
Right? And now I want to go to Kings Island. So you brought something really good, which was the trust part. And being honest with each other. Let me finish where I was going with that, though. So I told Bryce that he's my therapist, that you and I have great friendship on very limited bandwidth.
Yeah.
Because of our age difference.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can't be my person I talk to about the people I go out with. It's just not us. We can talk about music and shit like that and stuff we can talk about. So I need that kind of person. And I was talking it out loud. So that led to him asking who I know. And I brought up a couple people who work here. And one of them was my friend Jeannie. And I'm like, and he's like, well, why don't you just be friends with Jeannie? And I'm like, well, I don't know. Let's talk about that. Because when I said her name, I stopped talking. I just went, and he's like, what's going on? And I went,
see, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Is Jeannie and me are very similar in the way that, like, I don't want to speak for Jeannie. I'll just put myself in the category of I am your guy friend.
Yeah.
I would classify myself as, because I'm not traditionally feminine, right? We can get into gender roles and all that bullshit. But like I tend, personality-wise, to be more masculine because that was the way that I leaned growing up, right? Like that my brother had all his friends, they were always around me, like so I kind of developed that male type personality, as well as, we can get into the developmental aspect of it all, but we won't go there today. But yeah, men often have to face things alone by themselves and keep it inside, right? Much of like what I had to do. And I think that
good point.
And I think that that in turn, because I'm not, as much as you guys would probably disagree with me, I'm not that much of a talkative person unless you get me talking about something that I'm interested in or I feel safe around somebody, right? So it could be a situation and you just need to find those guy friends if if it doesn't really matter to you, male or female, but it might just mean that you find guys who are actually kind of in touch with their emotions a little bit and are a little bit neurodivergent.
Yeah, true. And they're out there. I mean, I'm out there. Yeah. It's how old am I? I'm 56. And most people, I'm not speaking for everybody, but a lot of people my age have families. Now, at this age, a lot of them hate their kids and their kids hate them. And a couple more years will be the other way around. Everybody will be happy again. But right now, it's kind of tough. So
you need to capitalize on that.
Right. Can I tell you about a long time ago, like 40 years ago, I had this idea for putting together vacations for people who were too busy to go on vacations. So, like, send me pictures of your family and tell me where you want to go. And I put together a whole, package of pictures and everything of them photoshopped in, and then I would present them, and it would go off the rails. I'd be like, "Here's your stuff, Jim," and he'd be like looking through it, his family, and you guys had a great time at Disney World. He's like, "What's this?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, man, that's Sarah." I mean, I would like, have her dancing with another guy or whatever.
And then the drama just unfolds after that.
Hey, I'm sorry, Jim.
Who the fuck is this? Well, his name is Gene, and they just really connected on the dance floor, and he did a karaoke rendition of Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody, and it was down from there.
Yeah, that's perfect. You'd be an investor. Did I tell you about I had to tell a friend of mine.
Wait, did you finish your thought about the genie thing?
Oh, no. Well, so I thought, whoa, hang on a minute. Gene is very important to me, and I love her very much. But I think that I don't have that what I have with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I don't know that I want that or could get that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think that I limit myself in my relationships.
Yeah. Well, I think to develop that, you need to spend a considerable amount of time with that person, which I think you and I have clocked in our hours of spending considerable amount of time together.
Yeah.
So that could potentially change depending upon how much more time that is spent.
But what I think it is 100% is I think it's me being limited emotionally.
Which is fair. And maybe that's all you want right now. It's just a guy friend that you can, talk about sports with and talk about random stuff. And two, like, even if you talk a lot, you could still be friends with someone who doesn't really talk that much. Like, I'm friends with my friend Elena. She is a talker. She's a yapper. She can yap all day, and I love it. I love hanging out with her because I do not have to formulate a single thought in my brain. I don't feel like I have to keep the conversation going. She does that for me, and I love it. I'll throw in my 2 cents, and we'll banter back and forth here and there a little bit. And then, for the most part, she's talking the majority of the time. And I really love that because I can just turn my brain off when I'm with her.
Yes, I can attest to that. My friend Melissa is much the same way, in that I'm not sure sometimes if I'm involved in the conversation. And I don't have a problem asking her, am I involved in the conversation? So, no, I totally get that. Yeah, I didn't mean in any way that it was a disparagement of Jeannie at all.
Oh, no. I know that you weren't. It was just you were assessing yourself on if that would be the right relationship for you to continue to facilitate or if it would be found elsewhere.
Yeah. I had so I had therapy and we talked about the fact that I got an antidepressant.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My doctor saw me and she's like, "How's your year been?" And I'm like, I'm crying and screaming. It's the worst year ever on record of humanity. And she's like, "Have you thought about an antidepressant?" I'm like, "No." Never have any of my friends. Why is that?
I actually haven't thought about it. Why have I not thought about it?
We're kind of tangentially involved in the business, actually. And I'm pretty mad at everyone in my life right now and myself. No, I didn't think about it. So I'm going to take one.
I will say, I did mention earlier this year, but this was you might have been in a fugue state post, Ashley, as we all were. That I was like, maybe for the time being, while you're going through all this, you should consider talking to your psychiatrist about doing something about the depression.
Yeah, well, you're right. I should have had. And so I did, but she did. I didn't. I forgot all about it. So once I pick that up, I'm going to take it. And that'll be good. I'm excited about that. Really happy about that. It's been at the pharmacy for 3 weeks. So I'm 3 weeks into my trial. And right now I haven't noticed any side effects.
Do you have your appointment with your psychiatrist in like a week? Hey, how's it been going for the past month? Well,
no,
sorry, doc.
She's cool. She knows me. She can text me and I text her.
Okay. How's the case management going?
Nowhere. I don't have one yet.
They haven't connected you with one?
No.
Boo.
But I mean, I get it. And they're very on top of telling me what's going on. I'm on the list and I'm like up next, and it's just gonna be a couple days. They're cycling through. It's like a 3-week wait. So I've been about 3 weeks.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So hopefully things will start going in the right direction. That'd be good. That would be good. That'd be a happy thing. I think I got my SSDI thing fixed. So that's
really?
Yeah, I think so. At least they're still paying me. And I'm pretty sure that the last lady I talked to there was like, you just give him whatever he needs, please. I think that's how that one went.
Well, good. I'm glad that that's going in the right direction for
Yeah.
you because that was a big stressor.
Oh shit, yeah. I didn't have any income. So and I've been coming here 2 days a week, but I'm gonna come 3 because there's someone here that I miss seeing, and she's a member and she needs to see more of me. So I'm gonna make that happen too, and that's gonna give me another day here.
There you go.
So that's nice.
I think that's a good idea. Yeah.
Thank
Because
you.
people miss you. I mean, people ask about you all the time.
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
It goes only so far, and I'll take
Yeah.
it.
But I just want to let you know that you are very missed.
I appreciate that, and I want to come back. It's been a hard time. It's been 6 months now.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
No.
I just don't. So this is what it is.
Is it hard for you to like be here too?
No,
No.
it's nice here.
Okay.
I had a little scared because I don't know, 6 weeks ago it felt like I wasn't, I couldn't come back and just be safe here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not quite back. I'm not back to that yet, but no, I feel good here. And I think that Ashley was here and is here and at my house, and you know what happened, in February when we were doing this. I feel her here, and I spent a lot of time here by myself, and a lot of that was just me and Ashley just talking. So, and that's not as much anymore. And I was telling somebody last night, it makes me sad in a way, but life goes on.
Yeah.
It just does, and I wish it were going on a different track, but it's not.
Well, I'm here every day from 8 to 5 if you ever want to hang out after any of your classes and just chit chat. I'll be around.
I do, and I stick back to what's on that little clip, from February. You give me energy. I love that. I love being here right now. I love that. I look forward to Friday and being able to do this.
Good.
So,
it makes me happy.
Yeah, me too. And I think we have good stuff. And if you have not devoured our content, that's on you.
Devour our content.
It goes way back, bro. You can go back 4.5 years on Amanda and I. So
yeah, literally. Yeah.
True.
Actually, probably longer than that.
What's this? 2400? This is 2024?
2400. Oh God, please no.
Holy shit.
I don't want to live that long.
Really? Yeah. I wonder how long it would be that I would be willing to live before I'd be like, no, that's too much. I mean, to the minute. You know what I mean? It's that argument.
I've already passed my expiration
Oh,
date.
shit, that's funny. I hadn't seen that coming, but it makes for a really good short story. Not a really uplifting conversation, but if you're a Kafka fan.
You said a really good short
Yeah,
story,
that's what
but
I'm
not a
thinking.
good uplifting
Like-
conversation.
like a-
That's the title of my
like
memoir.
a Russian writer.
Oh Lord.
What are you doing this weekend? I submitted this.
I'm hanging out with my friends Maureen and Jasper.
Jasper, I don't know this name.
Jasper, formerly known as Demi, formerly known as Josh.
I like Josh.
Yeah.
Tell her hi.
And I'm hanging out. I don't know what we're doing. I think we're going out to eat or something. I literally have no idea.
You know what? When I think about Josh, is that pronoun
Jasper.
right? Jasper.
Their name is Jasper,
There,
and
thank
their
you.
pronouns are they.
Thank you. So,
You're welcome.
all right. So I was playing a video the other day for my friend Melissa, and it was me and Mills, and we were at Kroger, and the song on the overhead was "Never Really Over" by Katy Perry, and I was lip syncing it for Mills, and that makes me think of Jasper every time because they were here at an open mic thing or whatever the RC After Dark thing was, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I saw them mouthing the words to that, chorus, and I'm like, I gotta learn that because this is really cool. So I think of that every time.
Heck yeah. Hold on. I have to pivot because my
Pivot!
computer is about to die.
Oh no!
I didn't put it on the charger.
I'm so sorry. We're gonna miss you, but you know what? It's gonna be okay.
CPR.
Yeah, because all your little computers are gonna be putting out little computers of their own. You'll be a tiny little computer dead granddad, mother. Here it comes. You're gonna feel a little stick.
Oh my God, that feels better. Thank you so much. Okay, we're back.
Oh shit, man! My friend Melissa has these 3 dogs, and they're trips. One of them is a long-haired dachshund that's like 2 years old,
Mm-hmm.
who was the weirdest acting dog I've ever known, and was gonna grow out of it when she got like into her later teenage years. I mean, she's already having sex. Still weird as fuck. which makes me very happy because I want that personality. And then anyway, so I've been doing these voices for them. Yeah, it's not funny unless you can see it. I need to learn how to start stories that make sense.
That just went downhill really
I'm
quickly.
sorry, you guys. You invested 45 seconds in that. Flame out. So
we have a question today.
Oh, we do.
34 minutes in.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
Dream vacation, I think, was the question.
Oh, that was it. What would your dream vacation be?
Yeah, what would your dream vacation look like? On a beach somewhere with Paul Mescal.
I don't know that person. I mean, you don't need my permission to go, but all right. As long as
No, dream vacation for real, Bora Bora.
Have you been there?
No, I've never been there, but I want to go.
Why is that?
Because it just looks beautiful.
So you just want to lay on the beach?
I want to. They have little. I'll show you. They have little. What are they called? The little huts on the water.
Little huts on the water.
And they're so fucking cute. And it just seems like such a nice vacation. Beautiful, beautiful, clear water. Just everything I could ever imagine. Like, look at this.
Yeah, I love it. That's really nice.
That's what I want to do.
You will snorkel, but you will not scuba dive.
I've done both.
You have scuba dived?
Mm-hmm.
You have scuba doved?
I've scuba doved and I've snorkeled. I'm actually preferential to scuba diving. Snorkeling is hard.
For me, scuba diving is the coolest thing on the planet. It's like flying, y'all. Because you get to move in all three axes. It's just badassery.
And you can breathe underwater.
You can. Every time I jump in, I panic. Because it's totally counterintuitive. Just stick your face underwater and breathe.
Yeah, and also that's what your body's trained to do, is to panic or to like hold your breath and to not breathe. It really takes mental train. Like I had to train in a pool first because I was like in 4th grade. I was like 9-10 years old when I first scuba doved.
Mm-hmm. Good for you.
And they make you practice in the pool.
Oh yeah, I had to too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was really interesting to try to do that and to like force your brain to be like, yeah, this is what I need. I can breathe now.
It is, but it always works. But every time I get in the water, I freak out. Not like outwardly like I freak out here, but in my head.
Yeah.
Like this.
What would your dream vacation be?
I'm freaking out right now.
Don't freak out.
I'm totally crazy right now. I'm losing my shit right now, Amanda. I mean, it's happening live and in person.
Do you want me to?
Oh boy!
Pour this water on your face, wake you up.
All right. My first, no, what I was showing you is I can keep my shit together when my shit's not together.
Dude, that's what I had to do. I'm not kidding you. On Wednesday when I did this presentation,
I need you to not point at me aggressively like that. Thank you.
Okay, so on Wednesday when I had this training, we were doing a boundaries training, and for some reason I was not having a good day that day. My anxiety was on 10, and I was literally having a panic attack while doing this training, while presenting this training. I was having a full-fledged panic attack online, and I had to keep my shit together and pretend I was not having a panic attack. And I looked over at Julia, and then Andrea came. She was like, "Oh my god, that was great." I was like, I was shitting myself the entire time. And they're like, "Really? No way." And I was like, yeah, I was freaking the fuck out. Like, I was like counting my breaths. I was like doing all my coping skills. I was like tapping. I was like doing my foot thing. And I was like trying to keep it together. It was really bad.
Good for you. But okay, if it was really bad for you, but it wasn't even noticeable for anybody else, what'd you learn from that?
That I can survive hard things.
That's a good one. You and I have talked about this before. One time, Michael Che and Colin Jost on SNL's Weekend Update write jokes for each other. And they're really, really hard to watch sometimes. And one time, Michael told the audience not to laugh at Colin's jokes. And so a couple rounds went, and Colin...
I remember this one.
Yeah, when he said something to the effect of, "I'm pouring sweat," and I'm thinking, "Oh my God, am I not funny? I'm totally freaking out live." And I thought, that's really cool for him to say that, because I had no idea. Yeah. But he's like, "I am literally going crazy in here."
Yeah, people even that do that all the time can still experience that. Yeah.
Yep.
Same thing with me. I'm human.
Good job on that. I like that. That's really cool.
Yeah, it was like one of the hardest experiences I've had recently.
Damn.
Truthfully. It was one of those panic attacks where you're like, I am going to die. I'm going to have a heart attack. I need to go to the hospital. It was one of those types of panic attacks. But I kept telling myself, all I need to do is get through the next 30 minutes. I've never had a panic attack last longer than a half an hour. I just have to get through these next 30 minutes. And the more I actually like focused on presenting, it was like every time that Julie took over and she was like doing the presenting, I would start to panic more because it would bring more awareness to it, right?
Oh, yeah.
But for the back half of the presentation, I was presenting. So I was locked in, right? And being focused and locked in on the presentation really helped calm down my anxiety.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. So like it was honestly a really like wild experience, but like it made me realize, one, I need to be medicated, and two, that I can get through it. Like all I need is 30 minutes. I can, after 30 minutes, I'm good. It will not continue after 30 minutes.
That's a huge statement. And those two statements are really interesting, and they don't seem to go together in my head. You need medication, but you can get through it.
Yeah, because if I were medicated for my anxiety or for, my OCD and all that stuff, that probably would not have even happened.
Oh, so you got medication that preempts it from happening. That's good.
Yeah.
But you have to take the medication.
Yeah.
Can you do that? Good for getting through that. That's pretty badass, for real. Because, yeah, I've been thinking all the ways I could bail on that.
Yeah, it was like one of those things where like you were trapped in this box and you cannot escape, which is a trigger for me too, because I've literally been trapped in a box and not able to escape. So when I get anxiety like that, it like brings back all of that. Like, you need to escape. You need to get out of here. You need to go in your safe space. And I just had to handle it.
It'd be terrifying. I keep having a thought, and it keeps.
Sorry for the weird lore drop.
I keep having a thought, and it keeps going away. I don't know.
Your dream vacation. How about that?
Okay.
We could pivot.
There's lots. I want to go to space.
Okay.
That'd be really cool. Just like enough to be weightless. I love spending time. I want to go to Ethiopia for some reason, really badly, and North Africa, and I like the islands. I like diving. I don't know. I'd like to go to Egypt.
That'd be really cool.
Ideal vacation.
Somewhere where I could just turn my brain off for an entire week and don't have to think or do anything.
That's what it was.
All my food is brought to me, and I can just lay in bed and bed rot all week.
That's what it was. I totally get when you were presenting, it was easier for you vis-a-vis the panic piece. What I wished I had was some way to give my brain a Rubik's Cube when I'm feeling in that certain way. Just go, here, play with this. And then I do what I need to do while my brain's like, whoa, hey,
Yeah, that's called dissociation.
Oh, that sounds horrible then.
Yeah, it's
I don't
not
want
fun.
to do that at all.
No, it's not fun.
Let me think of a different way to say that.
But no, I understand what you mean. Like, you could just go on autopilot and do what you need to be done, and the anxiety would just kind of go in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of where I am, like, all the time, really. It's just like I have, like, a facet of anxiety lingering in the background all the time, constantly.
I get that, like a low grade.
Lingering
anxiety.
Yeah, that's just the nature of generalized anxiety disorder.
I get it. Was there a question? Oh, I don't know. I like to spend time. I like traveling by myself. And I like that idea of just going someplace and having a place I can stay for like a few weeks. I would go to Switzerland and stay on a lake.
Oh my gosh, Switzerland. I want to go there so bad. Switzerland or Iceland? I'd love to go.
Iceland too. Iceland's fucking expensive as hell.
Is it?
Yeah. Because you can't get anything there unless it comes like special magic. And
that's what they want.
Ships.
That's what they want you to believe. But really, it's just a beautiful place that we should all move to.
I have one thing I want to ask you. Can we close this off with the Dr. Seuss version?
Yes, please. Let's do it. Can I read it?
Yes,
I want to be the
may.
one to read it.
All right.
Unless you want to read it.
No, you go right ahead.
Should I do it in the style of what is his name? The dude that does the Cat in the Hat? The dude that plays the Cat in the Hat in the Cat in the Hat movie? Who plays the Cat in the Hat in the Cat in the Hat movie? Mike Myers.
Okay.
Okay. In the depths of the virtual sea, there lived a grand whale named Whaley McGee. He was no ordinary whale, mind you, for Whaley lived in a world of pixels and screens, where oceans were crafted by wires and machines. One fine digital day, as Whaley swam through his ocean of code, he spotted something unusual, something that didn't quite bode. It was a human, a girl named Amanda, who had ventured into his watery wonderland with a curious agenda.
Oh boy.
That was a mouthful. Amanda, with her VR headset tight, saw Whaley and gasped in pure fright. Whaley McGee, though gentle and kind, didn't understand why she was so blind. He waved his fin and blinked his eye, hoping to greet her, to say hi. Hello there, Amanda, he thought with a cheer. I am just a whale, nothing to fear. But Amanda, poor Amanda, could not hear his plea, for in her virtual goggles all she saw was sea. She stumbled and tumbled, her heart in a race, as Whaley swam closer with a smile on his face. I just want to be friends, he wished he could say, to swim through these waters and brighten your day. But Amanda, oh Amanda, she ran in such haste, thinking this whale was a monster to face. She turned and she twisted her feet in a dash until with a thud she made quite the crash. Whaley winced as she hit the wall, a sad little moment in this virtual hall. This is kind of making me sad.
Oh no.
He wished he could help her to calm her fear, but all he could do was watch and appear. Amanda sat up, her head in a spin, and Whaley McGee, he gave a sad grin. I meant no harm, he thought with a sigh, just wanted a friend in this oceanic sky. As Amanda logged out and returned to the reel, Whaley hoped one day she'd know how he'd feel. That even in pixels and bytes and in code, there lived a whale with a heart of gold. So if you ever dive into a virtual sea, remember the tale of Whaley McGee. Not all shadows are scary, not all giants bring dread. Sometimes they're just lonely, longing for a friend instead. I'm literally crying.
Holy
That's so
shit.
sad.
Oh my gosh.
Stop it.
Isn't that amazing?
Oh my god.
Aww. If you ever dive into a virtual sea, remember the tale of Whaley McGee. Not all shadows are scary. Not all giants bring dread. Sometimes they're just lonely, longing for a friend instead.
That makes me feel really sad that I got scared of the whale. Why? Why am I like this? It was a fake story. God.
Oh, what's our title? We had a really good title.
Parkoured with Grace.
There it is. Parkour with Grace.
All right.
Hey, that was fun.
That was fun.
Thank you.
Good game.
Have a great weekend.
You too. Have
Thank
fun.
you.
What are you doing this weekend? Never told me.
I don't know. I signed up to do something with Melissa.
Oh,
So
fun
like, you
stuff.
want to hang out? I'm like, yes, please. So I have to come up with something to do tonight,
Okay.
and then I don't know.
Just go to North Side. You'll find something to do.
Oh yeah, that's a good place too. There's a good place called it's either Second Base or something. I think Second Base, and they have a ping pong table.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah.
You could go to the new pickleball place off of Cox in Westchester.
What is it?
Pickleball Lodge. Pickle Lodge? Pickle
Oh yeah,
Lodge.
I've been there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you have? It's
Yeah.
fun?
Oh, it's wonderful.
Cool.
Yeah. There's a place we saw this in Lebanon, which is a cute little town. It's
It
a
is.
coffee shop, and they have 3 pickleball courts.
In the
Like
coffee
they
shop?
own them outside.
Oh
Like
my
whoever built the
gosh.
it's a little like size of this, and they go through. I'm like, I'd do that. Yeah.
How is pickleball going on Wednesdays?
It's been. It hadn't been Wednesdays for a little bit, but it's good.
Oh, when is it now?
When you mean here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's been great.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's been wonderful. I'm sorry. I thought you.
Awesome.
It's like, let's talk about
It's supposed to
me.
be really hot next week, so just be careful.
I hate that. And I change clothes a lot when it's hot. So
It is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, I'm getting fidgety, as you can tell. I'm doing
I
my
can't
rocking
tell.
back and forth.
my friend Jeannie, she does this. You know this?
No, I've actually never noticed that. That's so funny.
Yeah, I tell her. It's
I just do this, and I'll be out at a restaurant with Evan, and he'll be like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm not even fucking realize I'm rocking back and fucking forth. And he's like, "Why are you rocking back and forth?" And I'm like, "Oh shit,
Thanks for bringing that
let
up.
me reel it in." I forgot we were in public, or I'll do,
I do, yeah, boy.
or I'll do this,
Please.
just looking like a
One
looking
time,
like a rocking chair.
I was at Harrison. He was probably 14, and we were at Arthur's in Hyde Park. And I was like reaching for a salt or something, and he goes, Don't fucking do that in public.
I have to meet your son.
Oh my god.
He
you
sounds
love-
like the best person ever.
Yeah. Yep. He's a good one.
Do you think that we'd get along?
Oh hell yeah. Oh my god, you got the old.
We could just bully you the whole time and it'd be great.
Yeah. You guys be two people at a party everybody'd be afraid of.
Hey, that used to be me.
Well, all right then.
Yeah, there you go. All right, y'all have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend.
This is like the longest episode I think we've done yet.
Good. I hope it's good.
Bye.
Bye.